Okay, I wanted to show you the logic I've been setting up for the combat and the combat manager. Okay, the first thing it does is in the stat manager, it takes the base power of the attack power of the base enemy and adds this to the strength, weapon strength, stores that as attack power in a global variable. The base power is integer is determined. You can actually see it over here. Base power originally is 50. Actually no, it should be 25. When I press play, it should set this back to 25. Takes a second to load. These mechanics are getting quite complicated at the moment. I'm giving myself a headache. Okay, so base power 25, and that is determined by the XP, or the level that the player is at. So the XP manager, you can see that here it's at level 1, listener 1, which what it does is it sets the int value every time it goes up a level, originally at 25, then 50, then 75, and then 100, for the 4 levels that I've done in so far. So, okay, the attack power is the number determined by the XP level, and the weapon, which is set here, the original first state, what it does is it sets the level at 25. Next thing it does is it waits for the input, the get mouse button down, and store and sends event mouse 1, which activates the collider, which is underneath that, for 1 second, and then deactivates it again, so you can't just run into people and it will kill them. What the collider does is the same thing. When mouse button is down, it sends a attacking mouse 1. It then gets the target that it's hit with the collider tag of bad guy and stores that as the target, as a game object variable. It then sends an SFM to that target, which once again is a game object. So if I go down here to bad guy, you will see that when you hit that with the collider on the sword, it will store that as the target and subtract from that, and send a state of sub-health to that target. Like if I was to select one, oops, I totally just didn't mean to do that. If I was to select the bad guy, copy it and paste it, so there's 2 bad guys. You'll see that it will only subtract health from the bad guy that we've hit, which is the target. Okay, let's have a look at this now. So at the moment we're at level 1. I'll bring this over. At the moment we're at level 1. Actually, I'll bring it over more so you can see the bad guy health at the moment is at 100. So when we run into him, nothing happens because the collider is not active. As a problem I had last year, when you were running into bad guys, it would automatically kill them, which wasn't ideal. So if I hit the mouse on this now, it should bring the health down to 50. If I actually hit it. I actually think I have the wrong one selected here. Yeah, I had. Let me redo that. Select the bad guy, Control C, Control V. Okay, so there's 2 bad guys. Okay, so this is bad guy 1. This logic has taken me a while to figure out. Okay, so when the scene loads up, it sets the bad guy health to 100. going to be selecting one closest there. Okay, so when we attack, it should go down to 50. See, 50. When we attack it again, it'll go down to 0, wait a second, and then delete it. Okay, let's go up an XP level. I don't know why he's crouching when you hit these boxes, it shouldn't be. 90, 100, 110. Okay, now we're at XP level 2. Or we should be anyway. Yeah, level 2, which sets the base power to 50. Base power with... Let me select the bad guy again. The base power with the weapon attack strength of 25 should mean we'll be doing 75 points of damage to this bad guy when we hit him. So from 100 it should drop down to 25. Why didn't do that? Did do that. That's the basic logic anyway. Once again, if you have any input, let me know. I'm been focused mostly on getting the mechanics working correctly for the last weekend. Let me know if you've got any input.